I'm thrilled to have you join us today for a special journey where we will unreveal the magic of Adobe Firefly. Now, you might be thinking or wondering, what is Adobe Firefly? Well, it is like a super duper toolbox filled with amazing tools to help you bring your wildest ideas to life. Imagine you have a magical wand, but instead of casting spells, you create cool pictures, awesome drawings, and fantastic designs. That's exactly what Adobe Firefly lets you do. It's your digital wand for crafting incredible art. Whether you are a budding artist, a superhero storyteller, or just someone who loves to doodle. Let's get into this crash course.
Guys, you might have already listened about Adobe Firefly. This is how the interface of Adobe Firefly looks like. And if I talk about the key features, then I need to scroll a little bit down here. As you can see, text to image, generative fill. These are the key features of Adobe Firefly. So basically, if you use this feature, text to generate, you just need to write in some text. You just need to write a prompt, and this tool, the Firefly tool, will automatically generate you some images according to the text you have provided. Then the second option is generative fill. As you can see the example, this is how the generative fill works. Basically, you can change whatever you want in the image by just providing some text content. And there are few other features, but to use these features you need to use different kind of other tools, like you need to use Adobe Express, you need to use Illustrator to use these generative recolor or text effect features. Now let's just don't talk about the Adobe Firefly directly. Let's talk about some basic things about Adobe Firefly before starting the tutorial itself. So here I have mentioned few basic things of Adobe Firefly which you should know before starting into Firefly or before diving into this tool, right? So let's start with the pricing or the plan first. So basically, Adobe Firefly comes with free and paid plan both. In the freemium plan, you get limited credits. Obviously, you will get only 25 credits if you are going with the free plan. You can directly log in with your normal Gmail account and you will get free 25 credits which you can use to in your Adobe Firefly web version, right? And if you go for the paid plan, still you don't get unlimited credits, but you get nominal amount of credits in your account which you can use to do different kind of tasks. If I show you my credits, so here you just need to go on this icon, this account icon, and here you'll be able to see the credits. So I do have almost 1000 credits, so it is very good amount compared to that 25 credits in the free version. After this, you need to know that where we can use Adobe Firefly. So basically, there are two ways to use Adobe Firefly. The first one is you can use the web version of Adobe Firefly, which is this. You just need to log in with your Photoshop ID, I mean Adobe ID, and you'll be able to use this, right? So if you are using paid Adobe ID, if you have paid for the Creative Cloud or any kind of other subscription which includes Adobe Firefly, so you can use it seamlessly. There is no issue with that, right? But if you haven't created any account, or if you don't know about Adobe's Creative Cloud or any kind of paid plan, you can directly log in with your Gmail ID or any kind of other email ID, and you will get a free 25 credits to use Adobe Firefly. Now the second option to use Adobe Firefly or all the generative features is Photoshop. Yes, you can directly use these generative features in Photoshop. Although that is not known as Adobe Firefly, but the features are same. Adobe Firefly provides you generative features, and in Photoshop you will see all those generative features. You just need to download the Photoshop in your computer, and obviously you should have the paid account of Photoshop, right? And if you do have the paid account, you can use those generative features in Photoshop itself. As you can see, I have logged in into my Creative Cloud account from where I can download my Photoshop. I just need to click on this install button and I'll be able to install this Photoshop into my PC, right? And I can use these generative features, generative AI features into my Photoshop itself. Now these were the two options to use Adobe Firefly, whether you can go with web version or Photoshop. It is totally up to you. Now in this tutorial, in this whole complete crash course, I'm going to teach you the web version, because to use Photoshop you just need to go on your Creative Cloud, or just you need to install the Photoshop, right? And you need to log in with your account and you are good to go. You don't have to do anything extra. You can use the Photoshop tool, and if you know how to use Photoshop tool, generative AI or generative features are very easy for you, because you know how to use Photoshop, right? So I don't think that would be a good decision to cover in this tutorial. That's why I have excluded the Photoshop part, and I'll show you all complete web version, like how you can create the uh, Adobe Firefly account, free account, and how you can use all those free features to create something amazing. So let's directly go to Google and do some generative AI magic. Now guys, as you can see, I am into my Chrome browser, and here I'll show you how you can create your free account to use those generative features from Creative Cloud. I mean, not Creative Cloud, from Adobe Firefly. So you just need to search Adobe Firefly here, right? When you search Adobe Firefly, this kind of result will appear in front of you, right? So you just need to click on the first option, which says Adobe Firefly free generative AI for creatives. Just click on this and you will land on this kind of page, which says you need to select your language, and it is showing Adobe site doesn't match your location. So let me close this. It already matches my location, and here, as you can see, I have already logged in with this profile, but in your case, let me sign out from here and I'll show you how you can create your own account, right? So this is how the page will look like to you when you log in into, you click on the page. So if you're directly into adobe.com and there's no any Firefly option over here, so what you can do is you can directly go to creativity and design option, and in the artificial intelligence option you will be able to see Adobe Firefly AI powered content creation. You just need to click here and you will specifically land on this page where we were earlier, right? So this is for Adobe Firefly. Now what you need to do is you need to sign in here with your Gmail account or any other email ID if you have, right? So just click on sign in so that you can get the free credit. So here are 3-4 options to sign in. Basically you can go with your manual email ID and password. Otherwise you can continue with Google, you can continue directly with Facebook, or you have your Apple ID option as well. And if you click on view more, Microsoft account is also here. So it is totally up to you. Like, tons of options are here. You can use whatever you want. So for example, I'm going with continue with Google. I just need to click here and it will ask me my permission, and I need to provide some permission, and it will automatically log in into the Adobe account, and I will get 25 free credits to use these generative AI features, right? It is asking me get started. If I click here, okay, get started, and this is how the option looks like. Okay, let me go back. Now this is how the Adobe account looks like if you are into the free version. So here it shows that you do have these free app accesses. So definitely I'm going to use Adobe Firefly, and if I click here in the account icon, I'll be able to see my free credits. So these are my free monthly credits. 25 credits I left, right? So as I told you that in the free version you get 25 credits. So let me go to directly Adobe Firefly, and when you log in here, if you are into login, you will be directly able to use the features, right? So this is how the website of Firefly looks like. Now you can directly you can directly enter the URL firefly.adobe.com and you will directly land on this website as well. You can do that thing as well. You don't need to do this much hassle, right? After this, what you can do is either you can directly click here and you can generate whatever you want from here as well. Otherwise you can scroll a little bit down, and here you can use a specific tool whatever you want. Either you can go with text to image or generative fill. In generative fill you need to provide your own image, whatever you have, and then you can customize that image according to this example, as you can see here, right? This is how basically the color of the t-shirt, the design of the t-shirt is changing by AI only, right? Now if I show you from here, for example, I want to type a computer. Let me type something random thing, flying in the sky, and people are crying. Something random thing, people are crying. So this is the prompt or the text I have entered. Now if I click on the generate button, let's see what it generates. Let me click on OK and wait for a few seconds. Now this is what it has generated. So obviously all the images are totally realistic kind of looking, right? But if you want, you can do some tweaks with the style, you can do some tweaks with the reference option. Tons of options are here, as you can see. So the first one is the model of Firefly. So the Firefly image 3 is the recently added or the recent update from Adobe, right? Earlier they were using Firefly image 2, but right now we do have this updated version, Firefly image 3, right? After this you can select the content type. It should be art or it should be photo. It is by default we have selected photo, that's why it is looking a real photo, as you can see, right? Computer is looking original, all the people are looking original, although they are not crying, but still here this person, this sheikh from Arab part of the world is crying, right? Okay, leave this part. Now after this you can add some reference as well to get the design or to get the texture, to get the color, something like that reference if you want to provide. So to provide reference you can directly upload it from your computer or you can browse your gallery as well, right? Let me go back, I'll show you how to use these options as well. You don't have to worry, I'm just giving you an overview. Then here are few more basically few references. These are the gallery references. If you click browse, these are the options from gallery. So you can provide reference from here as well, otherwise you can upload your own image to provide some reference. Then in the style of option, let me expand it. In style option you can provide the style, like which kind of style or which the designing should be like this or this or this, whatever you want. If you select this one, the design will be kind of something different, kind of sketchy. If I generate again, you will see there will be a major difference in the style. Now as you can see, there is a major difference in the style, right? It is totally a sketch now because I have provided one reference here. Let me close this. And in the effects option you do have bokeh effect, layered paper, synth wave, and tons of other things are here. Right now let's don't indulge into these things right now. I was just giving you an idea about the generative feature, text to image feature. Now let me go back, and if you go back, this will go let you go back to the Adobe text to image option. Let me directly go to Adobe Firefly. This is the page, and if I click here generate, this will open the same option from where you can do your first step, which is entering the prompt and hit the generate button. Now as you know that we have already used few credits. If we want to check our credits, we need to go back to again this account icon, and here as you can see we have generated 2 images, so our 2 credits are gone. We do have 23 left out of 25, right? So these are the examples. You can check that how the Adobe's AI works, and even you can get some prompt ideas as well. For example, if I see this, as you can see this image, right? And if I want to generate an image like this, so what you can do is you can copy this prompt, man suffer in shorts. Okay, it opens, the image has been opened directly, and here as you can see the prompt and all the customizations, right? So these are the customizations. If you want, you can clear it as well, right? So and customizations can be done through these options. Here are the content type, and in content type it has selected art, as you can see. Then in structure it has provided one reference. Then in style it has provided something or not. Yeah, in styling I think it has provided, no, in styling it doesn't have provided anything, but in effects it has provided layered paper, right? So now if I want to try this prompt, what I can do is I can click on try prompt, and with all the options and the same prompt is appeared, and now it is generating one more image. Now I also got the same result, something like the previous image, right? Now obviously not the same, I mean not 100% same, but same looking kind of image, and these are looking pretty good, right? Now let's talk about all the options properly. I've already talked about the model, right? This was the previous version. If you want, you can use this as well. For example, you were using previously Firefly image 2, and you were very used to Firefly version 2, I mean image 2, so you can use this. Otherwise you can use the updated version only. After this, we do have the aspect ratio. You can select the aspect ratio according to you. Four aspect ratios are there: landscape, portrait, square and widescreen, which is 16:9. But if we talk about the Photoshop version, which I was talking about, like you can use these generative features in the Photoshop as well, there is no any kind of aspect ratio limit. You can use, basically you can generate any kind of image, any kind of aspect ratio. There is no limit in that software, but here we do have four limits only, I mean four options only, right? So this is kind of a limitation. After this, in content type, we have two options, like you want an image photo, basically the realistic photo, or you want art kind of image. If you keep it in auto, then this will work according to the prompt and the settings, right? And after this, we do have structure, like which kind of structure you want. Right now the structure, basically it has provided one reference from here. Maybe it was from the uploaded, manually uploaded, but if you want to select it from the gallery, you can select it from the gallery as well. Otherwise you can provide your own manual image as well. For example, I want to generate this kind of image. This is a cake, as you can see, this red velvet cake, and I wanna use this kind of image to provide the reference. So it is uploaded now, and even you can select the strength of that reference as well, like which kind of, I mean what should be the strength of this image. If you keep it in 100%, that means it is going to copy almost every feature of this image, right, to generate the image. Now obviously you need to change the prompt. Let's change the prompt: a boy holding a cake, oops, wearing a cap. This is the prompt I have entered: a boy holding a cake, wearing a cap. Even you see some suggestions as well. These are the prompt suggestions, and this is available only in English. A boy holding a cake, wearing a cap in front of a aisle, or many other prompt options or prompt suggestions are here. For example, if I select this and standing on the beach, let's select this one. Okay, so we have provided the structural reference, provided the prompt, and now if I scroll a little bit down, here we do have style. In style, visual intensity is here, strength is here, and obviously you can provide the reference from your manual upload. And this is for the style, like which kind of style should be. It should be like this, or this, and if you want, you can select it from your gallery, right? These are the style references are here. Multiple style options are here. Otherwise you can manually upload the style reference as well, right? So these are the options which I don't think any other tool provides in this generative field. And then lastly, we do have the effects option, like which kind of effect you want, right? So here I do have selected the popular ones, but if you click here, you can see the movement ones, theme, techniques, effects, materials, concepts. Tons of effects are there. For example, if I select the popular ones, so these are the popular ones. Then after this, you can select the color tone, lighting, and camera angle as well. Even camera angle is also there. For example, you want to take a camera angle shot from below, surface details, wide angle, tons of options are. For example, I select wide angle, then I'll see the image will be generated in wide angle, and all the customizations which I have added into this prompt is adding here. By just clicking here, clear, all the customizations will be gone, right? So this is the best option to remove all the customizations. Now if I hit the generate button, let's see what we get. See guys, this is the image, and obviously it is in wide angle because everything is showing from the background as well. The boy is in front of me, and obviously we have selected these kind of options. That's why the image is looking like this, as you can see, right? So kind of cartoonish over here because we have selected art. If we select photo, then it would try to generate image in a realistic way. Earlier it was in art. Let's go with the photo as well, right? Let me click generate again. Now as you can see, this time it has generated some realistic images, and obviously we have selected wide angle, so the image is generated in wide angle, and these are totally AI generated. You can see the face, you can see the cake. Obviously the cake is not 100% looking because we have added into the structural part, right? You can add the image into the style part as well. For example, if I click on upload, I select the image again from here, that same image. Let's see what we get this time. We have selected into the style part, and I'll select the strength 100%, visual intensity also 100%. Let's see what we get this time. I've hit the generate button and wait for few seconds. Now the cake is looking almost same. As you can see, red velvet is here, everywhere is red velvet, and wide, obviously wide angle, color explosion, and other things are here. In the same way, you can try different things, and obviously you will get your best version you want, right? But you need to keep in mind that you have limited credits. So if you are using the free version, you can't try you can't try too much different things. You do have only 25 credits only, right? But you can try one more thing. You can create multiple Gmail accounts, and with those Gmail accounts you can use Adobe Firefly multiple times. You can do this thing, but that is a hassle. But yeah, you can do and get every time 25 new credits with new Gmail. But obviously if you like the tool, then definitely you need to subscribe for the paid version and get some extra credits like we do have in this version, in this account, right? So let me go back here. Now after text to image, we'll talk about the second tool, which is the most one of the most popular tool in Adobe Firefly, which is generative fill, right? Because text to image are provided by many other image generation tools in the market like Midjourney and DALL-E, but generative fill feature is not available there, right? So let's click on generate and let's see what we get in generative fill feature. So obviously first you need to upload your own image so that you can customize that image according to you. So we need to click here on the upload image, and let's find one suitable image for this. I do have one image here. I'll select this one, although I don't have too much images in my computer, but yeah, let's select this one. And obviously this doesn't have any background, so what we can do is we can add one background here, right? So here we do have three options: insert, remove, and expand. Even lastly we do have pan option, which helps you to do this. You can pan all around the image, right? So let's go to the insert again. If I click on add, or if I select background, if I select the background, click on select background, it will generate few backgrounds basically. And here I have to enter the prompt and it will generate few backgrounds. So let's generate one background. Or you can do one more thing. If you doesn't enter anything, it will automatically generate few backgrounds according to the image, according to the lighting and all, right? So let me just hit the generate button, and as you can see, it is generating 3 backgrounds right now. And this is totally automated. I haven't added, or I haven't typed any single keyword or single prompt. So this is the first background, although pretty dirty, but yeah, this is the first one. This is the second one, quite simple and aesthetic background, and the third one is this. If you don't like any background, you can click on more options, and again this will run the AI generation and again generate few more backgrounds. Okay, these backgrounds are looking pretty good. This one is good, this one is also good, and this is pretty same like previous one. Let's choose this one. Right, this is very suitable with the image. If I click on keep, this background will be set to this image. Right, now for example, if I want to change something, I want to add something, I can click on add, and I can select the area wherever I want to add something. For example, I want to add something here. So what I'm gonna do is I can select that area like this, and once I select the area, this prompt area will automatically appear, and I can type whatever I want. If I don't type and just directly hit the generate button, it will automatically add something random thing here, because I haven't specified like what I want here. Right, so this is how this generating feature works, generating fill option works. And not that much effective things are here. It has just changed the designing over here. So I want to cancel it. Now this time I want to add, basically I want to specify a thing. For example, I want to add a girl. Simply I have typed a girl, nothing else. Just hit the generate button. Let's see what we get. Okay, it has generated one image, although the image is pretty blurred, but yeah, okay, pretty usable. But let's click on more options and let's see what we get next. Okay, this time we got this, and this. Not so useful. You can do some different things with the prompt, and obviously you can get the best result. For example, I want specifically, if I specify like I want Indian girl and Indian girl, right, because the girl it was generating was from different country like American or maybe any European country, right? But let's see if it is available, I mean able to generate. Yeah, it is able to generate Indian girls as well, as you can see, and it is looking pretty good, acceptable. Okay, let's keep it. After this, if you want to remove, you can go to the remove option, and you can remove whatever you want. For example, I want to remove this watch. So what I can do is I can first decrease the size of the brush. Okay, oops, let me go back, and I'll select here. I've selected the watch, I've clicked remove, and most probably it should remove that watch. As you can see, it has removed the watch and different options. So you can select whatever the image option suits you, like this one, it is okay. Now lastly, we do have expand option. If you click expand, you can expand the image from wherever you want. For example, I want to expand it from the down bottom area. So what I can do is I can just drag it like this, and I can expand the image. If you want, you can add, basically if you want to specify something, you can write it down here. Otherwise you can just click on generate, and according to the image it will automatically generate something. As you can see, it has generated the legs as well, which was not there, right? So this is how the generative fill works, right? Even as you can see, the girl is only half. So let's see if we can create the girl as well. As you can see, there are different designs like this, and this one. This one is pretty looking good. This one is also looking good. Let's select this one, right? Even this one is also there, black pant, and the girl is wearing skirt, but this one is looking more suitable. After this, if you want to expand it from here, we can do this as well, and again we can hit the generate button, and it should automatically generate the half of the girl, I mean half body of the girl. And boom, it has generated the image. Now you can choose whatever you want. This one is looking good, right? You can just click on keep, and almost the image is ready. There was just this image, this person's image, and we don't have a background, we don't have this girl here, we don't have the full length of the image. But with generative fill we have done so much thing. If you want, you can add something else, like you want to add, for example, you want to add a watch wall clock over here, you can do that as well. You want to add something else, you can do that as well. Right, now you can pan the image like this. Now lastly, if you want to download, you can just hit the download button, and you'll be able to hit the download continue button obviously, and it will download the image. Let me show you the image as well. This is what the image is, right? It is looking pretty good, although clarity is little off, but yeah, you can use this image wherever you want. So this was all about generative fill. These were the two key features of Adobe Firefly: text to image and generative fill. But apart of this, we do have generate a template option, generate a vector option, then generative recolor, text effect. But mostly and majorly these options are available in the paid versions, so it is better if you want to use these paid options, you can use the paid version, right? So let me go to my paid version. If I show you here, right, so this is my paid version. I've already shown you text to image, generative fill. Now it's time to check text effect option, right? And if you want to check these two options, you need to install Illustrator in order to use these two options, like generate a vector. So basically it is like the same like text to generate, but this here you can generate vectors only by just providing a prompt, right? So you just need to provide a prompt, and this will generate a vector image out of nowhere, right? So this is very effective tool for the graphic designers, and even generative recolor option is also good for designers. Let's use text effect option. For this I need to click on try in Adobe Express. So Adobe Express is also a tool from Adobe, which is kind of a Canva. It looks like Canva, and you can create all the designs which you can create on Canva, and the interface also looks like Canva. Here you can select the template, like whatever the template you find useful. For example, you can select the presentation. If you click here, this will show you the template, or you can just get the blank sheet and you can start it from scratch, right? And if you go to text option, and here is the text effect option. So basically the text effect option is available in Adobe Express, and in the free version also you can use this option, but you can't download those things, right? Because Adobe Express is not for free, right? So here you can use this option. So you can go to text effects option, and here are multiple options, multiple text effect options you can apply. For example, I want to use this option. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just select the effect, and it will appear like this. The prompt is already written over here: smooth, stylish, green, oil paint. So according to that prompt, the design is here. Now what I can do is I can change the text according to my choice. For example, I'm typing marketing Fundas, right? I can resize it obviously like this, and I can do like this, and it is generating right now word by word. It generates. Obviously it takes time, and boom, my text effect is here. In the same way, I can create multiple text effects for multiple different words. So these are the pre-made text effects which you can use. Otherwise, apart of these, you can create your own text effect by just typing something, right? Let me go back. Okay, let me click on text effect again. If I select this time this one, let me remove this, the green one, and it is looking like this. You can select, you can do different kind of other changes as well. You can add shadow, you can add animation. For example, you want to add animation in loop like this, or maybe you want to change, or you want to change to like this, wiggle, right? So this is for in, this is for in, this is for looping, and this is for out. I hope you understood, right? So looping is for throughout the presentation, this is for the in when the slides in, and this is when the slides out. After this you can add multiple things. So these features are available in Canva as well. You can use these features like animation, shape, shadow, but this text effect option is not available in Canva. This is kind of a Adobe Firefly exclusive, right? Now for example, I want to type marketing fundas in this text effect, so I'll just need to type in marketing fundas. I need to obviously, let me resize it from here, 100. Okay, 100 is too much short, let's make it 200. Yeah, now it is looking pretty good. Lastly, if you like it, what you can do is you can just download this image by clicking on the share button, and you can share wherever you want, or you can just click on this download button and you can download the PDF, PNG, or JPG format, whatever you think. So this is text effect, so PNG would be the best option for this. So just download, and you can use it wherever you want, in your slides, in your designings, in your videos. It is totally up to you, right? So as you can see how beautiful this one is looking, right? In the same way, you can create thousands of different text effects, and obviously you can create your own text effects as well. For example, if I remove this, add text, this time you can create your own text effect from here, right? So you need to go to the text effect, you can describe whatever you want. For example, I want banana effect, so I'll type it filled with bananas. So I've entered this, filled with bananas. After this I'll type in, obviously I need to type the word whatever I want, so I'll again type marketing fundas. If you want, you can change the font style as well, right? So after font style, if you click in the font, you can see multiple font options. You can see customizations, like you want loose effect, tight effect, or medium effect. It is totally up to you. So font style, this one is good, it shows, and then you can select the style as well, like you want embossed, you want realistic, pencil sketch, neon, and other things are there. After this, some sample effects are here, but we have already entered our prompt, and let's hit the generate button. And boom, the generation is here. Now you can select which design you want. For example, I want to select this one, and I can just make it a big, and now this time marketing fundas is, the text is made out of bananas. In the same way, you can run your creativity horses and create your own design, and obviously you can use it in your presentations in Adobe Express itself, or maybe you were using any different tool. So you create the design here, and you can export this design from here and import the design into that tool as well. It is totally up to you. So this was all about Adobe Firefly. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you learned something from this, and mainly there are three tools. First one is text to image, generative fill, and lastly this text effect, which is available in Adobe Express. After this, if you are a graphic designer and you have already subscribed to Adobe's any paid plan, so you can use these options as well. the illustrator options like generate a vector or generative color option is also there. Also, this generate a template is available in Adobe Express. You can use this option as well. So here you can create your own template. For example, if we go back and if we select whatever you want, for example we select Instagram square post or maybe Instagram reel post, so definitely there will be some templates here. As you can see, here are some available templates. This one is template, right? So in the same way, for example, if I click on this Instagram square post, I'll see some templates over here. These are the templates available. So in the same way, I can create my own template as well. And the option is here, text to template. And if I click here, go to Adobe Firefly, and if I click here, try in Adobe Express, same option will appear. I mean, same option will open. Right, so this has opened, and if I select this, so I'll see the same option, which is text to template. So I can create my own template by just typing some text. So let's say here it is showing get inspired from these AI generated templates, like this one, like this one, this one, this one. So these are the AI generated templates. Now in the same way, I can generate my own template, right? So this is just to give an idea, and you can see the prompts as well. Flower arrangement workshop, bright colors. So okay, let me go back here. I'll create my own template here. So I'll type in Valentine's Day special invitation in the cafe. So this is the template I want to create, and obviously the post style is already been selected. I just need to hit the generate button. If you want, you can upload an reference image as well, for example, if you have. Otherwise, you can just hit the generate button, and this will generate you a template which you can use to create your own social media post. In the same way, you can create presentation, you can create TikTok video, you can create reel, you can create shorts, totally up to you. So this has generated me 4 different types of templates, and the prompt was Valentine's Day special invitation in the cafe. So these are the templates which I can use. For example, this cafe delights. I can type in here my cafe's name, and obviously this post is looking good. If I click here, see variations, this will create the variations of that particular design, I mean template only. It takes almost 10 to 20 seconds to generate, so wait for almost 20 seconds, and here it is. It has generated 4 different variations of the same designing. Now you can use these images, use these designings to create your own. For example, if you like this one, if you like this one, or maybe you like this one, you can use this by just clicking here, and this template will appear in your designing tool. Now like we do in Canva, we can edit this template here. So in Canva, template creation is not available, but that feature is exclusively available in Adobe Express through Adobe Firefly. Now I can edit the text, I can edit the designing, everything can be editable because this is template, right? And you can see all the elements here. So this is how you can take benefits of this option, generate a template. So all the features are important, all the features are pretty useful. We have seen 4 different features, although we haven't learned about generate a vector and generative recolor, because this is basically for graphic designers, and if you have the paid account and you have access to Illustrator, then only you can use it, right? Now with that said, let's wrap up this course here. I hope you learned from this video, from this tutorial, and don't forget to apply this knowledge into your real life activities. With that said, I want to take your leave, but don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button. I'll meet you in the next video, or maybe in the next course. Till then, bye bye.